Hello. Okay, I was not going to do this. I actually just it's on. Okay, it's on. So I now just travel with all my things wherever I go because, to be honest, I don't know when I'm going to talk to you. Okay, and I think I look really cute today. I'm wearing my little dungarees. So I was not going to do this, but I have to because I'm sitting at the gym. Okay. Now, you know what hurts me the most is when I see people get onto equipment. So you step onto the treadmill and you just go. You just start running. What are you doing to your bodies? It is detrimental to your muscles, to your joints, to your ligaments, to every part of your body if you don't warm it up. If you do not lubricate your joints before exercise, you are causing severe damage. So please, I ask of you, if you are on a fitness journey, if you are doing something to improve your body, please, I'm just going straight into this today, but I have to. But you have to warm up. And then once you have exercised, please can you also stretch? You have done such strenuous work, so you've just done massive impact to your muscles when you are on the treadmill or when you are doing cycling, when you are heavy weightlifting. Now your muscles are contracting the whole time. And then afterwards, you just literally, I watch people, I love observing, I love watching. I think it's the most fascinating thing to watch human behavior and just how people are so different. So anyways, what you need to do is think of it, that you've just been contracting your muscles so severely, then you just put on your hoodie and you just walk out the gym. And then you just carry on with your day. I want to ask you all, how much do you stretch your buttocks? That's a big question for me to ask you, and I'm just being straight up forward with you. How often do you stretch your buttocks? I bet you that the answer that you're going to tell me is never. I've never stretched my buttocks. Your butt, okay, is firstly the biggest muscle. Your gluteus maximus is the biggest muscle in the human body because it's quite out there. And then you are literally using your gluteus maximus, your buttocks, doing anything: walking, sitting, standing, running, any movement, orientation, squatting, lunging. You are using your buttocks, and you're not even stretching it. You are all what I'm gonna say now is so funny. You all have such tight buttocks. Even if it's wobbly, it's tight. It's because you're not stretching it. So that's just an observation I'm making at the gym, and I can't take myself seriously with this cap on. I wanted to be all cute today, and I feel like I've accomplished that quite well. And I was doing some art with Mason this morning, and I felt like I should be in a painter, quite a colourful, kind of feel. But I'm sitting at the gym, and you know what's also so fascinating is I'm sitting here, and not one person actually even cares what anyone is doing. Everyone is honestly so engulfed in their own worlds that when you're sitting or when you're doing something as well, when you're doing a workout, you're so concerned that people are watching you, but nobody's actually watching you. And that for me is just the funniest thing. And I want to ask you all a question. When you do a workout, I would love to hear this. Do you listen to anything? And then what do you listen to? Because guys, I watched this guy do sit-ups on one of the machines. So it's a bench that you like hook your feet into, and then you do these sit-ups. He was literally sitting with his phone. I'm actually going to demonstrate. So his legs were like this, and his phone was over here, and he was scrolling through TikTok. So every single time he did a sit up, he was scrolling through TikTok while he was working out. I've seen people on a step machine, so you just step and it's like you're walking up a flight of stairs, and they're watching full-on series. There was someone watching Suits the other day. I was so for me, I'm pretty old school. I have a playlist and I have quite an intense and that's what gets me through my workout. Obviously when I'm swimming I don't have anything, excuse me, in. Oh, it was also so funny today. I swam and I had hiccups while I was swimming. That was hilarious. So I guess I'm coming on here to let you all know that if you are working out, then I want to congratulate you. And the fact that you're putting yourself as a top priority and working on your physique, on your physical form, because everything is interlinked. So if your physical form is strong, that means your mental is strong, because the two are intertwined with one another. But please, please, please also understand that you can cause severe damage to your bodies if you don't know how to work with your body. And I did a class, oh my word, I was mortified. The instructor, she was just going, like she just said one thing after another thing, and she wasn't doing the moves with us, which I also found to be quite something, because if you're not physically doing it with us, then how do you know how many reps we can do, because you aren't physically feeling the fatigue that we are. So I just believe that using your body and utilizing your body and really maximizing to get your full potential and what you're capable of doing, you need to be mindful. And if you are unsure, if you don't have the knowledge, if you don't know, ask, YouTube, Google, do something, research, because I think I've got a very strong opinion about weightlifting and the damage that does to the human body and to the muscles itself. But everybody's here on earth living their own experience and having their own journeys, and each to themselves. So everyone's got their own opinions, their own judgments, and everyone's doing what they feel they are here to do. But always remember, as you age, you must understand that the damage that you've done to your body is going to carry through with you into your old age. So I do foam rolling. I roll almost literally every single day, because again, it's releasing the tension in your muscles. You don't realize that you are using your muscles in your body during the day, and nobody understands that. Just walking in itself is using muscles. And the fact that so many people aren't stretching is also, that's the number one solution to quite a lot of problems, is just stretching every single day. And stretching just before you sleep, just before your body rests, just before it relaxes. And when you are in a sleep state, your body is busy rebuilding and regenerating and healing all of your muscles and your cells. You are regenerating new blood cells. So much is happening in your sleep. So I thought that I would just come on and talk about that. And then there was just something that I'm just going to throw out there very randomly to all of you. I don't know if I should make it another episode, but I feel like I need to just say this. No, I'm going to. I am so tired of watching people put out a comment about children watching screens. Okay, I get the dopamine hit. I get that it is addictive. I get the fact that it may be detrimental to their mental development. But let's just step back for a second and observe, as I do, and look at it from a different lens and a different perspective. Because as adults, we are busy telling the children that they shouldn't be on a screen. But what are you doing? You are on a screen. So you need to be the example. Monkey see, monkey do. What are you doing? And then you just verbalizing, saying, oh, it's so detrimental for children to be on screens. And how much time does your child spend on the screen? How much time do you spend on your screen? And just observe. I want you, if you can, take a moment, and even if it is just wherever you are, if you glance up and look at the amount of people that are on their phones, the amount of adults that are on their cell phones, that in itself is screen time. And I don't care. You are busy emailing, you are busy WhatsApping, you are busy messaging, you are busy checking TikTok, you're checking your notifications, you're looking at your Telegram, you're looking at your banking app. You are so busy on your own device and your screen, and it's a hypocritical comment for you to make, to say that the children shouldn't be on their screens either. So, in my personal and honest opinion, get off of your screen and then make that comment for your children to get off screens as well. So I thought that I would just throw that in there to just end it off, and it's now 11:11, confirmation. Now I look like a little bit of a gangster, but I love the fact that I'm able to just sit here. If I could turn my screen around, because I can't flip it around. I don't know how to flip it around for you to see without stopping the video. But if you could just see what I'm seeing now, that's also something that everyone, I've noticed just in the women's change room. So obviously I'm a female, so it's very different. I have no idea what goes on in the male's bathroom, and nor do I want to know. But in the female's bathroom, it's really sweet, because the other day I saw a girl put on her tracksuit pants. She was going home. It was quite late. The gym closed at 8. And she put on her tracksuit pants, and she had like a matching hoodie. And she stood by the mirror, and she was looking at her buttocks. I guess this episode I say buttocks a lot. If you can count how many times I've said buttocks, you win a prize. So anyways, she like looked in the mirror, and she was glancing over, and then she lifted up her hoodie to see her bum, and then she lowered it down, and then she lifted it up, and then she lowered it down, and she was just observing her own physique. And then I just watched the girls. There was another girl today, and she was like brushing her hair, and she was trying to look all pretty to go to gym. And that's also, again, you've got such an opinion about girls trying to look nice to go work out. Okay, I don't know about the whole makeup on your face vibe. I don't know about that, because me, when I'm gymming, I'm sweating. So if I've got makeup on, it's gonna so for me, again, no judgment, because you have no idea if they've come from work, and you have no idea if they're just doing a quick workout and they've got to go again. So the makeup, I'm not going to speak about the makeup right now, but how you look, take pride in what you look like. So who cares if you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're checking it out and you're like, oh my gosh, that has got nothing to do with your ego. Obviously there are some people that are very much living in their ego, but it's not that. People, take a moment and understand that those people are just taking pride in what they look like. And I am personally somebody who really does take pride in what I look like. Yes, there are some days, like today, I don't have makeup on. I don't have makeup on right now because I just gymmed. It's nearly, I don't even know what time it is. It's after 6. I'm going to go home and I'm going to put a face mask on. So why must I put mascara on now if I'm just going to get in the car and go home? That makes no sense to me. So yes, there are days where I don't, most of the time, I don't have anything on my face, but I still feel and I dress and I try and show up for myself, because it's got nothing to do with anybody else but for me. So stop judging one another and actually smile to yourself and be like, wow, look at her, look at him. He's really he's showing up and he's taking pride. And that for me is, it was 1-4-4-1. That for me is just something else. But if you're gymming, if you're working out, if you're doing something to make your physical much better. And even if it's not improving, but you're still showing up, I applaud you and I clap for you and I'm proud of you. And I must say, I've been sitting here talking to you guys for 15 minutes, and there are occasionally people that are walking past and probably thinking, what is this chick doing? Why is she sitting there? She's got a light on and a tripod and her phone's attached and she's busy talking to her phone. But soon you'll all know who I am. But anyways, I'm gonna go now because I want to go home. But I really needed to come on here and talk to you about that, because my goodness. And listen, if you also just struggling to do the thing, you have to find someone. If you can't be accountable for yourself, you need an accountability friend. So you need somebody that you can rely on, that's going to say, did you go to gym today? Did you read a book today? Well, not read a book. Did you read today? Did you study today? And they are going to hold you accountable for yourself. So that's something I found, is surrounding yourself with people that are going to help you, not be like, oh hey, do you want to get some like KFC? Do you want to chill and watch Netflix? No, surround yourself with people that are going to motivate you, uplift you, make you a better human being, push you, like, go, go, go. Okay, it's time. I think I say that I'm going to go, and then I say more stuff, and then I say I'm going to go. And I didn't even have coffee with you guys today. Okay, I love you all. That was fun. But now, I'm going to go. Okay, I love you all. Bye.